There is a bowl of cornflakes on your table. Bland, forgettable. You've never once looked at it and thought, this was invented to control me. But it was. Not to feed you, not to give you energy. Someone sat down in a laboratory and deliberately engineered the most passionless food in history because he believed human passion was a disease. Battle Creek, Michigan, 1890-something. A man named Dr. John Harvey Kellogg runs what he calls a sanitarium, a place that is equal parts hospital, spa, and moral crusade. Kellogg is a surgeon, a nutritionist, a prolific author, and a man with a theory about the human body that most doctors today would call extraordinary. His theory? The things people eat determine the things people feel. Spicy food, rich food, meat, coffee, these inflame the body. An inflamed body, he believed, produces inflamed desires, passions that are bad for both the soul and the stomach. The solution to Kellogg was obvious. You don't fight passion, you starve it. Feed the body something so plain, so utterly without stimulation, that the fire inside simply goes out. His sanitarium patients got cold water enemas, vigorous exercise, and a diet stripped down to almost nothing interesting. And somewhere around 1894, he and his brother Will started experimenting with grain. They boiled wheat, ran it through rollers, and produced thin, crisp flakes. The patients ate them. Then they tried corn. And the cornflake was born, not as food, but as medicine, as therapy, as a tool to make people calmer, quieter, less themselves. No salt, no sugar, no flavor that might, in Kellogg's view, spark anything dangerous. The blandness was not an accident or a budget constraint. It was the entire point. Patients at the Battle Creek Sanitarium ate them every morning, and some of them went home and wrote letters asking where they could buy more. This is where Kellogg's story splits in two, because John Harvey Kellogg had a brother, Will Keith Kellogg. And Will was not a man of moral crusades. Will was a businessman. He looked at those letters and saw not a health movement, he saw a market. 1906, Will breaks with his brother, starts his own company, and does the one thing John would never allow. He adds sugar. The cornflake, invented to suppress every appetite, is sweetened into something people actually want to eat. John Harvey Kellogg was reportedly furious. The product was his. The philosophy was his. And now it was on breakfast tables across America, not as an instrument of purity, but as a pleasant morning snack. Today, Kellogg's is a multi-billion-dollar empire, the most recognized name in cereal, built entirely on the commercial version of a food that was designed to do the opposite of what made people want it. The world's most boring breakfast began as a crusade to purge human passion and became one of the most successful brands in history by doing exactly the reverse. If that changed how you see your breakfast, give this a like. It helps more than you'd think. And subscribe to The Secret Life of Things for the hidden story behind something else you use every single day.